There we go. Now everybody can hear me. A little bit more of a delay this time, but it's interesting that I had to restart the stream, completely do a whole new stream. Shadow has to, at least for this old archaic machine, Shadow has to be on, running and going, and then we can go to OBS and start the stream and everything else. So you have to get everything going, then you start OBS, and it tends to work. If you try to turn stuff on while OBS is running and switching from different platforms, if you're going back to your native machine, it's fine. But if you add another streaming line, whether it's Shadow or whatever, right? Whatever you might get some lag in there. At least that's what happened to me. So, but I've also noticed that, this machine is so old. This is like 2014, 15. It's an i3 with 8 gigabytes of RAM. I'm amazed it's able to do this at all. I just put a 710G, 710 NVIDIA G, some cheap video card in there. It's got a solid state drive, so it has that help going for it, but that's really about it. But anyway, I feel like the music is super loud. Sound volume. How do you adjust that? It's not helping. Music volume, there we go. Whoop. Do 50% for music. Sound. Dial-up volume. Turn that down to like 40. It just seemed really loud to me. Anyway. There we go. Let's try. This mission. Let's try it. Let's give it a shot. I'll shout it out here just because I saw it. I got a new subscriber randomly. It's great. Thank you, Country Gamer 8848. Appreciate it. What am I listening to? Let's just turn the radio off. How do we seemed to work last time. Gotta go about halfway with a tab.
They're listening.
Well, that certainly won't get me copyright. Radio off. Just be the games. Hey, what do we got here? Ah, I missed it. I was gonna go to Classical Station. There we go.
Let's change
Why not?
the beat.
All right. Colorado Jump Gate. What do you got? Oh, Ear at the Door, which is I assume mission log. You're at the door. Meet Sander. I don't know the characters in this game at all. I've played it a little bit and it's been so sporadic that I can't keep track of what's going on.
Autopilot disengaged by craft proximity.
You know what? I'm gonna change my
Deaf and Telford coming to you from our beautiful facility here in Hitchcock. Stay with us, friends. Let some culture make sweet love to your ears.
There we go. I just changed it up. I got a weird setup going on for anybody if you happen to catch this. It's just me. I'm streaming on one machine and I'm monitoring everything else on a separate machine because I'm streaming on Shadow with a separate DSLR webcam, this microphone through an Mbox 3 Mini, and the machine's old from like 2014 and using OBS Studio. I'm amazed it's working at all, to be honest with you. But I have noticed that you...
Destination reached. Craft entering the area.
Hey, Juno. There it is. See it? Some turrets, but they're not tripped yet.
Yeah, I see it. Let's knock it out fast and get out of here fast.
You know it.
Hostile craft entering the area.
Whoa.
Missile inbound.
You've made a serious mistake, citizen.
That's what I'm talking about.
Missile inbound.
Oh, you're done.
Shit!
Crazy.
Missile inbound.
Let's just... System settings. Sound volume. his closet.
Shit.
Missile inbound.
There it goes. There's 2 more in the system. Follow me.
Goodness.
Missile inbound.
Just try and shake me, but... God, Juno, what are you, blind?
That's a matter of honor. That has nothing to do with this mission.
Music age is like a fine wine. Get a load of this boob.
God damn it. Just what I needed.
Autopilot disengaged by craft proximity.
I'm getting ripped to bits. Somebody help.
Damn it. You just try and shake this.
Son of a bitch.
I like the taste of this, buddy. Score one.
Autopilot disengaged by hostiles.
Jeez.
Missile inbound.
Oh, come on. Right out of this.
Missile inbound.
There we go.
Tone.
Destination reached.
Damn, a minefield too? What a mess.
Looks like we've got company.
This ain't gonna go well for you.
Craft entering
All
the
units
area.
attack my target.
Shit.
Hostile craft entering the area. Missile
Damn.
inbound. Missile inbound.
No!
That's one.
Missile inbound. Missile inbound.
This is an act of aggression against the Dodge Sector Police.
Whoops. Guess you won't live to say
Looks
it.
like we're in the clear.
What am I supposed to be doing?
prototype. Yes. Shit.
Radar impaired.
The post is down.
I think that's all of them.
Follow me.
Oh.
My goodness. All right. Independent Space. Welcome to the channel.
By distress signal.
We just hang out and play games, talk about whatever. I mean, it's new for me as it is for anybody else coming to this channel. But I just play games that I want to play, you know, I'm not interested in like...
Destination reached.
Damn, a patrol must have run through to check on the posts. This could get hairy.
We
Craft
gotta take 'em
entering
out.
the area. Missile inbound.
Agreed. I'm calling in some help.
Craft
Here comes some
inbound.
jacks.
Hostile craft entering the area.
Let's see how this suits you.
Missile inbound. Missile inbound.
If anybody happens to stumble onto this video and wondering how I'm doing what I'm doing with this game, if you actually play this game, which is highly unlikely, I'm playing through an app called WeMod, which gives me the ability to have unlimited hull, unlimited shields, unlimited power, unlimited missiles, and unlimited missile respawn, you know, respawn rate basically.
Missile inbound.
So I can just keep clicking it, and it's just a bunch of missiles just attacking. It's done.
Missile inbound.
And it's all swarm missiles too, so wow, it's still not dead. Just keep clicking it until it's, you know. I mean, if that doesn't get it, that'll do it. Oh yeah.
I think that's the last of them.
This game is really, really tough too. I mean, because of the nature of the game, I don't know whether it's the AI or what it is, or the way they designed it, but I mean, I'm a space combat sim veteran, and this is not anywhere near what X-Wing or X-Wing Alliance and Wing Commander 3, 4, Prophecy 1, 2, whatever, Tachyon, even games like Dark Star 1 or what was that one? What was it? It was a couple other ones, a little more recent space combat sims. The most recent space combat sim that was like a current type game. I can't even think of anything other than like Squadrons or something for you know, that they could do that. I mean, that, but even that, I played through that, and that on normal difficulty or whatever, in VR and out without VR, and it's fine. I can handle that no problem. But this game is
Objective
quite wonky. I think I started chatting and lost my
Destination reached. Craft inbound.
oh man.
Let's put some more marks on the kill board.
Autopilot disengaged by hostiles.
Yeah, it's got this auto follow feature and whatnot too. So the auto follow feature and whatever, it's very much designed for consoles.
Yeah. Look behind you.
Destination reached.
Did I fail the mission still? Guess we'll find out in a minute.
Yeah, fly on in. You're...
Hey, there she is. So I'll get right to it. The cops have been setting up listening posts here in Juarez, even over in Merlin and Discouragement. The last
Oh, it
thing we
looks like
need
they
around here is somebody else's ear to the door.
Take it.
You got it.
I'm in.
So they went back. We got to redo the mission again. Ah. All right. Well, simple enough. I mean, it's a weird thing, you know. I'm trying to think of the.
Hey, Juno. There it is. See it? Some turrets, but they're not tripped yet.
I'm gonna change the music, the dialogue volume too. It's still a little loud to me. I think music could come up a bit. Dialogue could go down. It's recorded so loud. Even the explosions could come down even more. There you go.
Yeah, I see it. Let's knock it out fast and get out of here fast.
You know it.
I don't know.
Hostile craft inbound. Missile inbound. Missile inbound.
Missile away.
It looks like a fireworks
This is an
spectacle.
act of aggression against the Dodge Sector Police Force. It will be met with deadly force.
I got luck.
Missile inbound.
I think that's the last of them.
Whoa. I don't know.
Live from Hitchcock, this is the Spark 98.3, and I'm the curator of culture, Devin Telford. Breathe.
Inbound.
There it goes. There's two more in the system. Follow me.
Don't look behind you.
Alright, let's get out of here.
Autopilot disengaged by craft proximity.
See if it'll let me bypass it. Probably not.
Destination reached.
Damn, a minefield too? What a mess.
Looks like we've got company.
Ah, God damn it. Just what I needed.
Craft entering the area. Craft
This
inbound.
is an act of aggression against the Dodge Sector Police Force. It will be met with deadly force.
Radar impaired.
Post is down.
Missile inbound. Resources detected.
Let's clear out the last of this mess.
Juno, what are you, blind?
You're done.
Damn.
Missile inbound. Missile inbound.
Come on, Juno.
Missile inbound.
Yeah, you just try and shape this. Come on, Juno. Phew. I think that's all of them.
All right, so maybe I can get to the last one this time. I think I just started talking and
Follow
I
me.
just missed it. Yeah, she's this way. There we go.
Autopilot disengaged by distress signal. Autopilot disengaged by hostiles.
Hostiles. Maybe I can skip them?
Assistance would be appreciated, citizen.
Oh, now they want me to help them? I just finished. Yeah.
Curse you. Bogey down.
Shit.
Just it.
Whoa.
Destination reached.
Damn, patrol must
I
have
should
run
be
through to
asleep.
check on the posts. This could get hairy.
Craft inbound.
We gotta take them out.
Agreed. I'm calling in some help.
It's like I just finally got this streaming thing working and it's very exciting for me.
Missile inbound. Hostile
on,
craft
Juno.
inbound.
And I got a subscriber. Hey, it's exciting. Subscriber 1.
You're done.
I am.
Missile
Whoa.
After a long haul through the belt, we gotta finally kick back in
What
the
the hell
rear
is going on?
cabin
That must be
of
the
a
radio.
plate full of reconstituted chipped beef and a 3-month-old magazine. You know what you're gonna reach for to put a lid on the day. An ice cold can, Red Star beer. We take
Shove that up your tailpipe.
process it with our proprietary filtration technology and a secret clear that satisfies exactly the way you need it to. No fuss, no extraneous flavor, and common sense value. Red Star Beer. Because we all know, halfway through the second six-pack, taste
Oh hell, I got breaches all up.
Taste really doesn't matter halfway through the second thing. Pretty much true. Jeez. Like I said, this game is so... just... it's very difficult. You know... Either that or I just really suck. It's definitely made for consoles. I'm playing with a Logitech 3D joystick. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, you know.
God damn, that was more than I bargained for.
Well, that wasn't so bad. Phew. Well, my blood is pumping anyway.
Well, thanks a lot, Juno. Not
Definitely
sure
a little
what
more of a
happened,
delay
but
now
that's
this
so
time than
low.
earlier. I wonder if it's a time frame
You know,
thing
I've got
too.
your back, Marla.
Doesn't really matter as long as the stream itself is working and my machine's working. I don't care how long of a delay there is. But it's classical, yeah. I recognize it. I recognize that. What is that? Probably been in some movie or something. I mean, how many composers, film orchestras, films that we've watched over the years have borrowed from all this classical stuff, and most people aren't educated on it enough to wouldn't even recognize it. It's kind of like everybody knows, like Gustav Holst and the planets is Star Wars. You know, everybody knows that, but everybody's pulling from everybody. Anyway, I guess I got the quest done. Quest. So I'm playing too many RPGs lately. Wait a minute. What's going on here? Back. Oh, I got it. I did it. Okay. I can't do that yet because I need more robot modules. What do I have anyway, by the way? Cargo hold, robot modules 4. So I still need... Jeez, I still need 6 more, huh? My goodness. I really don't want to talk to this Sander guy. I certainly don't need the credits because of my mod. It's the other thing that Wii mod does, give you unlimited credits. You know, some games you just I don't want to take, 2 months or whatever it is playing through a game to get to the end of it. Sometimes I just want to breeze through it and watch it in almost a linear fashion, like you would a movie. Or a TV show or whatever, and you just put a little bit of time in every day and you get through to the next point. You're not sitting there trying to I need to grind and do this and whatever. It's fine if you're doing an MMORPG or something like that, but you're building a character online with other people. That's different. But a standalone single player game, I don't know. Too much grind is just too much grind. And this game definitely has that. So anyway, talking, and I'm not. I guess I'll make this one my primary. Sharky needs a hand. But it's not a main mission, is it? This is... It honestly doesn't really tell you what the main missions of the game are. But since it says credits there, I'm guessing that's not a main one. So we'll go to the sector map. Well, oh my god, 4 jumps? How? Okay, Colorado, Montana, Dutch. Down to Sexton. Okay. So if you go that, it'll tell me. Now it'll be outlined in white.
Just what I needed. A gaggle of shitheads.
Autopilot disengaged by craft proximity.
Oh, you're dead.
It reminds me a bit of StarCraft, like the aesthetic. Like southern culture in the future or something, as if like there would, I don't know, like if the Confederacy won the Civil War, or you know, there's another Civil War and the Confederacy wins, and that's the future. Hopefully not.
Destination reached.
It's like Wing Commander, one of my favorite games, the Confederation. But you have to remember, like, you know, I don't know where I think Chris Roberts is from the UK. I'm not sure. Maybe not. Maybe he's not. I have no idea. But the Confederation, I get that. You know, the Confederation was the UK was definitely on the side of the Confederacy during the Civil War, just because they wanted to see the breakup of the colonies. That's my understanding of it, anyway.
Autopilot disengaged by craft proximity.
Whoa, 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 what happened? I was locked onto you, and you just... Oh, because of the thing.
God damn it, I'm getting singed.
Entering the area.
Gavin Telford here, and you're listening to The Spark, SSR 98.3.
Looks like we're in the clear.
I would hope that it would take me the shortest route. But it's not. It's taking me the longest. Montana jump gate, that's where I want to go. You gotta be careful, sometimes the game does not take you the best way.
Hope you wrote up a will this morning.
Autopilot disengaged by hostiles.
Hell yeah. I think that's the last of them.
Destination reached.
Yeah. The game's weird.
I don't have time for this.
Yeah, it reminds me of the, like, Freelancer. That's another one, Freelancer. Oh, we could try to do that one. We could try to do Freelancer. That's a mouse game, though. It's like a desktop. It feels like I'm playing, like, a Microsoft desktop game, like Fury 3. Everybody remember that, Fury 3? My God. Feels like a made for desktop, you know. I don't know. What was the other one like this? Like that, Dark Star 1. The X series, like X3 Reunion and stuff. X3 Reunion and stuff. I could never really get into it. I don't know what it was. Too much. It's like Elite Dangerous or whatever. Oh, we'll give that a shot again, but because, I mean, Star Citizen, that I would love to stream, but my system is just not powerful enough to run Star Citizen. Even if I do Shadow, I can't do it as a lag because it's all CPU based. And unfortunately, Shadow uses a Xeon processor, so it's like a server, basically. It has to be. It's the only way it's going to work. And it's older tech, so it's 1080 is like what, 2016, 2017. So to try to stream and run a game that's not optimized, heavily CPU based, and everything, to try to run that, forget it. It's just not going to happen. My wife has a powerful system. She's got a 3080 Ti and a i9 and a 32 gigabytes of RAM. That would handle it. That's no problem. But that's for work, so that's for like real stuff, important stuff. But I wouldn't even do that. I'm trying to get it one of those Mac Minis, but yeah, I wouldn't be able to do Star Citizen. I would have to be limited to whatever Shadow does. But Shadow is supposed to be coming out with a new upgraded version of what they have. So it's supposed to be the equivalent of like a 3080, right? So or a 3080 Ti even. I don't know. Maybe with 32 gigabytes of RAM. But they've been promising that for like 2 years. So hopefully this is the year that it happens, or early next year or whatever, and then we can start streaming some of the newer titles that are coming out, because PlayStation is starting to release games on the PC, like Spider-Man just came out. Uncharted 4 has been on the list for a while, but it's just hasn't dropped yet. I don't know what's going on with that. And then there's what's the other one? And then of course The Last of Us. They've been talking about that, and the remake is coming out in like 2 weeks, in the beginning of September. But there's no PC release. You got Horizon Zero Dawn and Forbidden West, I think, might be coming out on PC. I think that's coming out, but as the Shadow hardware ages, it gets harder and harder to do that stuff. We're doing Mississippi. Making sure we're going to the right jump gate this time. So we want to go to it's about the same thing. Oh, I went to the wrong one. I was supposed to go Montana jump gate. We got to go to the Dutch jump gate.
Destination reached.
Someday this thing is just gonna shake itself apart.
Craft entering the area.
Then we go right to the Sexton. Yeah. So he's got it right there.
Destination reached.
I notice sometimes if you hit the autopilot right away when you see it, you can skip whatever combat situation they want to throw you in.
Autopilot disengaged by distress signal.
Oh dear.
Look what we got here.
Destination reached.
Oh boy.
This is The Spark, 98.3.
Gotcha.
Well, that wasn't so bad.
No, not really. Not at all.
Clearance granted. You are now entering.
Okay. Concourse. Concourse. Well. Oh boy. Sander. I don't know.
Appreciate your meeting me, Miss Markel.
Let's not mess around with a lot of pretend civility, Xander.
As you wish. I'll get to the point. We've been losing shipments lately traveling through this region of space, through Derringer, Laredo, and Hampton. From the brief distress communications, all indications point to the Inviolate, a scourge of the region, and certainly worthy of elimination. However, their tactics are not consistent with the Inviolate, nor their precision.
So, you don't think it's the Inviolates at all?
I'm uncertain, and I don't like being uncertain. I'd like you to accompany one of our convoys through Derringer and provide intelligence on any encounters that may occur. Of course, I'd like the convoy to survive, but information is what I desire most.
Huh. Very humane of you. And if I say no?
Really, Miss Markel, you don't have that option available. Meet the convoy in Derringer. Contact me when you have the information I desire. Goodbye.
Okay. Seems like the audio is like all over the place in this game. I don't know how it's coming through on this channel, but for me, it's just like wow, you know, no consistency whatsoever.
He was afraid his head would fall off and only drank bottled water. And then the poor guy died of cholera.
Okay. All right. I'm getting tired, so
Inbound.
I gotta.
Craft entering the area.
Docking request
If I
received.
go back in here, it'll save. All right. Let's It's saved. So if I go here, ship, system, whatever, exit to title. Exit. All right. So we'll has stopped. Well, of course it stopped working. I shut it off. Goodness, gotta love Windows. Gotta love it. Oh, I know why. Because of this thing. This is the Wii mod stuff. But still, just stop. Whatever. Okay, whatever. So there's not really much to play. On Shadow. I mean, unfortunately for the basic subscription, what you get is $255. So as anybody that plays games knows, that's not going to give you much at all. So I got Tropico on here, I got World of Warcraft, I've got Fallout 76 and Rebel Galaxy Outlaw, and that's really about all you're going to get. So let's try going into Steam. I can't remember what I have here. I think it's just Fallout, really. I don't even think there's anything else. Modern Warfare. As if there's anything interesting to have here. Fallout 76, yeah. I mean, I have like 18 Tropico, whatever, so. If anybody happens to see the stream and they have a recommendation, I'll play whatever, man. But yeah, it's going to be a while before anybody this channel starts picking up. But we got one subscriber today, so go from there. You know, all we can do is just keep on at it. Let's see what we got. I mean, what do we got? How much space we have? 18 gig. I want to finish Rebel Galaxy Outlaw. I think I'm almost done with it. I don't know where I am. I think I'm about midway, maybe a little bit further through it. I want to finish that, be done with it, and delete it off the system. It's just one of those games I've been trying to play through for like since it came out for the last 2 years. And I just haven't made any real progress with it. Partially because I haven't had a real dedicated machine to play it on. I mean, I could have got it for the console, but I really wanted to play this game with a joystick, you know. So, since we're not really doing anything, what's going on in the world right now? So, I mean, let's see. CNN. Let's check CNN. I don't know why I check CNN because it's on every airport everywhere, I guess. I don't know. Cheney GOP most forceful Trump critic loses. I don't know if she's the most forceful Trump critic ever, but it's just because that's her aesthetic they're going with right now. Loses the House seat. Oopsie. I guess that ad her dad did for her didn't help. What's this? Easily distracted like a cat. Look at this. This is horrible. Look at this site. Just look at this. This is horrible. It's what? You know, it's the equivalent. You know, the modern internet, of course, is the equivalent of back in the 19th century, where they would just put posters and flyers everywhere. You can kind of see remnants of that still. Well, at least you could in 2008 when I moved to New York, and it was just everywhere. You could see posters of the latest movie or whatever, just everywhere. And now it's just all online. It's just a digital version of the same crap we've been dealing with for over 100 years. Shove people's crap in your face. I mean, I guess I'm doing the same thing with a streaming thing, but it's, you know, I'm just passively sitting here going, ha ha ha, you know, whatever. What in the world? So this is terrible. And what's going on in the U.S. right now? It's just a terrible site. It's just a terrible website. It's just really awful. Huh? It's just really awful. This whole thing is just really bad. we're back on. I fear this weird ringing. Anyway, it's one of these guitars hanging back here. Even the slightest vocal noise I make, I hope it's not that one. I don't know, whatever. Anyway. What's going on in the East? Thousands expected for Graceland for 45th annual Elvis Week. What? I've never seen this before. I'm sure this is a colloquial thing that goes on in Graceland, but because the movie came out, you know, conveniently enough. Such garbage. So really, there's not really much to talk about. I have no idea. Ugh, it's so dull. Sometimes I look at this in the morning. I'll look at my app in the morning on my phone or whatever just to see like, oh, is there anything interesting going on? And sometimes I'll find something, but I'm surprised I don't find anything that just like I look at this stuff and I just don't care. I don't care. I actually watched this one here. Why are people moving to Mexico? Because it's cheaper to live there. That was actually interesting. It's cheaper to live there, and people can go there and live and get what it costs for a 1-bedroom apartment in, you know, where any major city in the U.S., especially like New York or L.A. or whatever, you're gonna get twice the space for the same price range. I want to say that the guy in the interview was saying something about like $800 got him a 1-bedroom apartment in Mexico City. I'm pretty sure that's what they're talking about. And to live in wherever he was coming from, $2,500 got him a studio apartment. That's insane. $2,500 a month for a studio apartment. I mean, that's before groceries, electric, and I mean, Jesus, my mortgage is less than that. Oh. Yeah, nothing's going on. Like, nothing's going on. Nothing interesting, anyway. I don't know where people find these things. You hear political commentators on YouTube and whatever finding random things. Like, really? I didn't see that story. So that's what this channel is going to be about, basically. If you happen to catch this channel, I guess this could be the official first, like, messy first video, even though there's a couple other ones on there. But I'm going to stream some games. It's going to be anywhere from, you know, whatever I feel like playing. I did a Wing Commander stream part 1, so I'm just going to continue from there. I thought the first stream was fine, so I'm just going to continue from there and do a part 2 and continue through, and then I'll do a Wing Commander 4. Might do Prophecy depending on how it goes from there, because at some point it could take me that long. By that point I may have the new system and things will change, and maybe a delay in when I get to the next part, but generally it seems to be working. So I've kind of figured it out. You can stream with Shadow, even on an old system. Even on an old system, it will work. You just have to have all your streaming ducks in a row, so to speak. You have to have everything ready to go. So everything needs to be running before you turn on OBS or your stream or whatever software you're using. That all needs to be going first. Then you can turn your OBS on and be okay with it. But we'll see what happens going forward. Seemed to work for what I was doing, which was, what did I do? Rebel Galaxy. And then we did earlier we were playing Fallout for like 3 hours. That was great, you know. It's weird. It says chat, but I see chats there, so I don't know why. Maybe because nobody said anything. Possibly. I have no idea. Who cares? It works. I don't care what OBS says. I'm just trying to fool around with some stuff. All right. I mean, I'm still on Discord. I guess I can sign off at Discord now. I'm about ready to quit. Is there anything I can do? Sign off with? Anything interesting? Warcraft 2. I'm still on the Shadow. Yeah. I think this was a good test. We can continue doing it. Go from there. Just keep it up. It's fun to do, and why not? Why not? You know, it does make it more interesting to play video games when you think you have the potential that somebody else might see you. And you're kind of forced to like pay attention to the game and really be involved. It gives you more to do, you know. Some of these games, man, like especially I don't know about anybody else, but you know, I don't know about anybody else, but it is just a chore to get involved in RPGs sometimes. It just the dialogue just doesn't grab me, you know. I mean, I was trying to go through a game called Elix on PlayStation 5, and well, I was playing it on PS5, but it's a PS4 game, and then Elix 2. Elix 1 just it was so jank. The combat, it felt like World of Warcraft, but what worse. So World of Warcraft feels kind of like somewhere in between a turn-based RPG and a hack and slash kind of, I don't know, for lack of a better description. But it's like an MMORPG. Anybody that's familiar with MMORPGs will know that that's what World of Warcraft is. But Elix had that feel to it, but it lacked fluidity, and of course the loading times in the first one were just not optimized. At least Elix 2 is for PS5, it's optimized and it's much faster. but it's kind of weird. It functions like an MMO, but it's a single player game, so it's very weird. The whole idea of that design to me should be what other people are going to be involved in the game, and then you have another element, another layer to get involved with. When that's not there, the game feels very empty and very dull. So that's was my experience, and the combat system in general. When you're not dealing with an MMO type situation with multiple players and stats and all of that stuff, it just feels weird. I would much rather play something, I don't know, along the lines of like it felt like it's trying to be Horizon Zero Dawn, even though it came out before that. I feel like that kind of, you got to have a good combat system if you're going to be a single player game. If you're not going to be a single player game, when you're online MMO, or you're going to be turn-based RPG or something of that nature, I feel like I know what it was trying to do, but it just didn't succeed in my opinion. So I do a GameFly thing, so I have the streaming channel as well on the PS5, but I just don't have as good of a camera setup as this. So I try to do it here. I don't have a game capture card. Like I said, I'm kind of like junkyard parts trying to make this work, like stuff that I've had lying around for over 10 years. My camera is 10 years old. This computer's about 10 years old. Joystick's about, well, it's a new, this is a new purchase of this joystick, but I've had the same type for about 10 years. But it's a newer purchase because I had one. I ended up tossing it, and then I regretted it, and I ended up buying it again because I thought that I would like the Cytec, or I think it's how you say it, whatever, with the throttle. I didn't like the way that felt at all, and I had that already. And then I had the PlayStation 4 Thrustmaster that works great with the PlayStation 4 and 5, but it doesn't work. And you can get it to work with a PC, but when you're playing games on Shadow or something like that, you have to transfer USB devices. And because that device requires an extra third-party app, or driver rather, you have to have it in both spots. It doesn't always work. It's kind of weird. So it doesn't. It's not the easiest thing in the world to get to work with Shadow. For your regular PC, if you're native, if you're playing a game on PC and that's the joystick you have, works great. But if you're trying to transfer that to Shadow, it can work. I have had it work. It has worked in the past before, but it's not the easiest thing in the world. So you're much better off to just get a Logitech. They're cheap, like $30, I want to say $30-$40, and you can play that with your keyboard. And if you're used to old school combat simulators like Wing Commander and X-Wing Alliance or X-Wing, any of those games, it'll be just like you remembered it for the most part, you know. That's pretty much about it. I mean, that's just me. Like, that's the channel. Hang out. If anybody sees this, come in, talk about whatever. News, politics, games, movies, TV shows, music, whatever. Just have a good time, you know? I think that's about it for now. I think I'm going to go ahead and I didn't create a hotkey for stopping the stream yet. I need to do that. So this is still a test thing going on. So, all right, here we go. I will see everybody later, which is nobody, because nobody's gonna see this. Doesn't matter. I'm just like I said, I'm just kind of getting used to it. It's all new to me, as well as the tech and everything else, and trying to get junk parts trying to work together. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway,